What up? What up? What up? What up? Franchise Sports TV. Here again with another video and another Bucks update. Winners of 5 now. So far they have beaten Charlotte twice, Minnesota, Philly, and now Chicago. So they are winners of 5. In 4 of those games, they held teams to under 100 points. Something they struggled against a couple of times. Something they struggled against during the season. But now, for the last 3 games, they held, I think it's actually the last 4 games now they held. Did I say that right? I think it's the last 4 games they held opponents to under 100 points. I don't think they held Minnesota to under 100 points. Well, let me see to make sure. I'm confirmed before I even get into it. Looking at the schedule right quick, it's about to get real brutal for the Bucks. No, they did not hold Minnesota under 100. But for the last 4 games of this 5-game winning streak, they held the 76ers to 98, the Hornets to 85, 99, and now tonight the Bulls to 97. And I'm looking at the schedule. Ooh, man. Clippers, Warriors, Lakers, Clippers, Kings. And then the 76ers again. And then the Suns. And then the Celtics. And then the Nets. Then the Thunder. Then the Lakers. Then the Pelicans. And then they get a soft schedule for 4 games. Then the Knicks. Then the Celtics. Then the Magic. Thunder, Magic. That's how they finish the season. It's 4 games. They got soft schedules. Basically Wizards, Grizzlies, and Raptors. Bottom teams. But tonight's game, the second game, I should say tonight, last night's game, and the doubleheader on ESPN on Friday night, the first one being in Dallas and Boston winning that game 138 to 110. They go on a 10-game winning streak so far, but the Bucks came out and never let up for the majority of the game. The Bulls never led in this game with a final score 113 to 97. I think at times the Bucks were up by 20. Pretty much in control for most of the entirety of the game. The defense, once again, showing effort on both sides. The Bucks' hands are active on defense, stealing the ball, getting into the pass lane, stealing the ball. But it was one thing I saw tonight that I really enjoyed seeing from the Bucks. Get to that later. This kind of concerns the Chicago Bulls too. Looking at the box score, Jay Crowder 3 points. Giannis had 46 points, 16 rebounds, and 4 shy from a triple-double with 6 assists. 1 steal, 1 block. Shooting 16 for 22, went to the line 16 times. Brook Lopez to 12. Dame had a quiet game. I think most of his games, the last few games have been quiet. Haven't been numbers-wise impressive because he's actually playing on both sides of the ball now. But he had 16. He's 4 from 18 from the field, 3 for 10 from 3, 7 assists, 3 rebounds. Malik Beasley did not have the game he's been having lately. He had 4 points. He was cold from 3, cold from the field. But Bobby Portis continues to keep impressing. He had 11. I'm going to get to him in a minute. What else he was doing? 4 for 13. Patrick Beverly scored all 14 of his points in the fourth quarter. All of a sudden, he got hot. Pat Connaughton did not score. He had 25 minutes out there. Adrian Green was 7. Bucks shot 43%, 32% from 3. What I saw from the Bucks last night, and what I like, is the toughness out there from Bobby Portis and Pat Bev. I guess those two are going to be the agitators for this team going forward. Because they was annoying. DeMar DeRozan took him out of his game. Took Vujacic out of his game. Literally out of the game. I think it was like 2 flagrant foul calls. 3 flagrant foul calls in this game. A couple of technical fouls on the Bulls. They was being agitants on the Bulls. Bulls were getting in their feelings. Got them out of the game. And pretty much was over after that. As for the Bulls, DeMar DeRozan only had 12. Like I said, he was getting agitated by the defense from the Bucks. They wouldn't let him do what he wanted to do. I think he in his head, he thought it was going to be a freebie last night. But it wasn't. 12 points. He did have 9 assists, though. In 33 minutes, 5 for 13 from the field. Vujacic, 17 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists before he was ejected. The young ones had a better game. Kobe White with 22. Alex Caruso, 11. I can never pronounce his name. Dusume, I think that's pronounced his name. He had 15 points. Those two dudes are quick. Not much from the bench. Drummond did have 9 points and 10 rebounds. I don't know who Bittman is. 6 points. Taylor. I don't know who these guys coming off the bench for them. Terry Taylor, 4 points. Javon Carter, former Buck. He only got 4 minutes. Bull shot 41% from the field and 40% from 3. And got to the line 16 times compared to the Bucks. Sheesh. Bucks got to the line 32 times. But it makes sense because Giannis continued to keep going out there. But half of the time he was on the free throw line because of all the damn technical fouls and flagrant fouls the Bulls were committing. That's why it was 32 fouls. 32 times at the line. That's on the freaking Bulls. What's their coach name? I forgot their coach name. The guy who used to play coaching Florida and OKC when Russ was there. I forgot his name. Billy Donovan. He should have corralled them dudes in, telling them stop doing stupid stuff. Because at one point in time, it was like an 8-point game for the Bucks. The Bulls got it down to 8, but then they started getting in their feelings because the Bucks were actually playing tight defense on them. And it pretty much broke whatever momentum they had. So that was stupid. You should have got on them about that. But the Bucks win the season series 3-1. I thought it was tied. It's going to be tied after tonight, but the Bulls only won 1 game. They played 2 games in overtime this year. But the Bulls did play them tough this year. But that's what I like out of the Bucks last night. Showing aggressiveness on defense. Getting into the other team's mind. Throwing them out the game. It's a lost art. Everybody want to be all friend, buddy sometimes. But it's a lost art. I like that. Pat Bev. That's what he's known for, getting people out of their game. That's what Dennis Rodman used to do. They found ways to get people out of the game. But there's one more thing I want to say before I get off this video. Actually, two more things. After watching this game last night, mainly on the Bulls, if y'all getting mad because y'all getting physical defense on y'all, how is these dudes supposed to? They always keep saying, "Oh, these dudes can play in any area." How can they play in any area when they don't even want to be touched? How? I don't get that. Oh, these guys can play in any area. That's how good they are. Now, they play that 80s, 90s defense on them. I bet they won't be doing the same things because they don't even want to be touched now these days. But anyways, no, the second thing. I don't know. I might make this a second video. Maybe it's just me. But I've been noticing. No, maybe not. Maybe not tonight. Because I was about to say, I've been noticing lower scores since the All-Star break has ended. Not so much tonight, because most of the games was players or not players, teams scored more than 110 points. The winners of tonight all scored 110, 121, 113, 120, 122, 124, 129. The Clippers, I think, scored 140 points, and the Bucks scored 113. And only two teams scored under 100, and they lost. That'd be Memphis and the Bulls. But I have been noticing a little bit difference in some of the scores, and maybe I might make a video. Maybe the best example is not tonight, but I'm going to look back for the last week and a half to see some of the scores, and I'll make my judgment from that. But anyways, Bucks win 113-97. They go 40-21. Bulls go 28-32. I'm out. Peace.